The president is turning 48 years old tomorrow. Or is he? According to his Hawaiian birth certificate, President Obama was born at 7:24 p.m. on August 4th, 1861, which is 8:24 the next morning in Kenya. Was President Obama born in Hawaii or Kenya? Was he born first in Hawaii and then reborn 13 hours later in Kenya? Was he born again? Or was he ever really born at all? Have you seen the latest birthers' handiwork on the internets? It's the new fake birth certificate of Barack Hussein Obama. In the last fake birth certificate of note, Obama was revealed to have been born a Canadian citizen whose birth certificate was handily signed by somebody named Dudley Do Right. This new one shows the president to have been purportedly born in Kenya. It hit the internets over the weekend thanks to unofficial birther spokesparanoid Orly Tates, who's reportedly trying to get it authenticated in federal court. Good luck. The evidence of forgery uncovered within hours of the birth certificate's internet debut includes, but is not limited to, the incorrectly listed age of the president's father, the incorrectly listed official name of Kenya, and the official location of the hospital in question, which at the time was not actually in Kenya. The amazing part of this story is not the record number of countries in which the president has now been fake-born. It's the number of Republicans who buy into this stuff. A new Research 2000 poll conducted for Daily Kos shows a combined total of 58% of Republicans either don't believe the president was born in the U.S. or aren't sure whether or not he was. 58% don't know or think he wasn't. Joining us now is Anna Marie Cox, national correspondent for Air America and Playboy contributor. You're better with the eyebrow than I am. Hi, Anna Marie. Very nice to see you.
Always good to see you, Rachel.
Should we be making fun of this, or given how many people are buying into it, is the sort of thing that we should be totally sober and serious and debunking about?
I think we have to be making fun of it. I think satire is actually a pretty serious weapon. And just because you're making fun of something, Rachel, doesn't mean you don't also take it seriously. I think in some ways the stuff that's going on underneath the surface of the birther phenomenon is actually pretty deadly serious, and we should be talking about it. That doesn't mean they're not ridiculous and their claims aren't ridiculous. It just means that when we talk about it, not only should we mock it with all the full-throated glory that we can, teabag away at it, if you will, but we actually should also be addressing the factual errors and whatnot. You don't have to do one or the other. I'm a firm believer in both mocking and debunking at the same time.
I am as well. But what do you think is the sort of the darker reality and the darker implications of this? What do you think is the more serious stuff that lurks underneath the surface here?
Well, it goes back into a very, very, very dark and very ugly sort of strain in American history, which is the attempts to sort of de-person black people and to treat them as something as less than full people, less than full humans. I think that you are probably very familiar with the fact that this is not the first time that people have raised questions about a presidential candidate or a president's origin. John McCain faced some questions over having been born in the Panama Canal Zone. Those never went very far, and it's really hard not to notice that there's one major difference between these two allegations, and that is that one of the people they're talking about is black. And I think that there's no way to talk about the birther phenomenon without talking about that, without talking about this history of thinking of one type of person who has a certain color of skin as inherently American, and that people who don't have that color of skin are somehow suspect.
Anna Marie Cox, national correspondent for Air America, contributor to Playboy magazine. This topic, I think, deserves much more discussion. I look forward to much more of it with you. Thanks for coming on the show.
And much more mocking.
Yes, indeed. Always. Thanks.